Can you actually use a credit card to erase your debt? Sounds impossible, right? But today, I'm going to show you how balance transfer credit cards can help you tackle your debt faster and save you loads of money on interest. So if you've been buried under high interest payments, stick around. I have the solution you've been waiting for. We all know credit cards can be a double-edged sword. But what if I told you there's a smart way to use them to pay off your debt instead of digging yourself deeper? That's where balance transfer credit cards come into play. And yes, they can literally help you erase debt by reducing or even eliminating interest for a specific period of time. Here's how it works. With a balance transfer credit card, you move your high interest debt onto a new card offering 0% APR, but only for an introductory period. This means no interest for up to 21 months in some cases. And during that time, all your payments go directly towards reducing the principal and not interest, helping you erase debt faster. Let's break it down with an example. Let's say you have $5,000 of credit card debt at an 18% interest rate. Without the balance transfer, you could be paying tens or even hundreds of dollars of interest over the next year. To be precise, let's jump to Financial Mentor's credit card payoff calculator. So if you wanted to pay off your credit card debt of $5,000 in a year and a half, so 18 months, and you have 18% interest rate, you would need to pay roughly $330 each and every month. And you would be paying around $715 of interest in this time. But if you transfer this debt to a credit card offering 0 APR for 18 months, you could erase that debt interest-free. Let me show you. Now, unfortunately, this tool does not account for offers like this, so I'm just going to put here 0.01% interest rate and ignore the interest rate calculation. All right. So to pay off this same $5,000 in a year and a half, you would need to pay off around $290 each month. And everything you would pay would go directly to reducing your principal. You would be paying 0 interest. Now, I know that this may not seem as much of a difference, but keep in mind that $40 every month adds up to almost $10,000 in 20 years. And more importantly, if you invest this $40 instead of paying the interest and you reach a conservative average annual return of 7%, your wealth would grow to around $21,000 in 20 years of time. Now, if I lost you here a bit, make sure you watch this video right up here, where I explain exactly how tiny expenses have a huge impact on your savings through the latte factor. Coming back to the balance transfer credit cards, think about it. Every dollar you pay goes straight to reducing your debt instead of vanishing into high interest payments. That's the power of balance transfer credit cards. But not all balance transfer credit cards are the same. To find the best one for your situation, use tools like Bankrate Balance Transfer Comparison or Nerds Wallet's comparison of balance transfer credit cards. They will help you compare the length of the 0 APR periods, balance transfer fees, and each card's regular APR after the promotional period ends. Now, while balance transfer credit cards can help you erase your debt, there is usually a balance transfer fee, about 3 to 5% of the transferred amount. So if you're transferring $5,000, that fee can reach up to $250. But even with that fee, the savings from avoiding high interest payments could be well worth it. Let's jump back to our case. So in our case, it would mean you would be paying around $300 instead of $330 each month. So when you're choosing your perfect balance transfer credit card, be sure to calculate for your specific situation before you decide. Compare what you're paying in interest now to what you'll save by avoiding interest during the 0% APR period, while including the cost of the transfer, so the transfer fee. You'll likely come out ahead, which gets you much closer to erasing your debt. So here are the benefits. You consolidate your debt, you lower your interest rate to 0%, and focus on paying off your balance faster. But here's the pitfall. You've got to pay off your debt before the promo period ends, or else you could be hit with much higher interest rate payments after that period. So plan carefully and make sure you pay it down within the 0% APR window. As a CFA with 15 years of experience, I've seen how strategic use of tools such as balance transfer credit cards can make a huge difference on your financial journey. But you have to be smart about it. So here's what I recommend. First, make a plan. Create a budget that allows you to pay off the balance before the 0% APR period expires. Secondly, stick to it. Avoid racking up new charges on the new card, or you'll just defeat the whole purpose. And finally, set reminders. Stay on top of your payments so you don't miss any and trigger late paying fees. So make sure you set up automatic payments or calendar reminders to keep you on track. Because missing a payment, one single payment, can cancel out the 0% interest rate deal. And you really don't want that. So who should consider using a credit card to erase that? If you're carrying high interest credit card debt and can commit to paying it off during the promotional period, this may be a great option for you. But if you're unsure you can stick to that, or if you are tempted to add more debt, then this move probably isn't the right one for you. At the end of the day, the goal is to use balance transfer credit cards strategically to erase your debt. Make sure you're planning ahead and using all the tools at your disposal, such as bank rates tools, NerdWallet's tools, and Financial Mentor's credit calculator. This way, you can calculate what is the best option for you and find the best card for your needs. Thanks for watching Wealth Wisdom with Tanya. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. Also, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you already used a balance transfer credit card? Or are you considering it right now? Let me know. Together, we'll continue growing your wealth, one smart decision at a time. And remember, I'm cheering for you. Bye-bye.